issue that needs to be dealt with.
Coral reefs are home to 25% of all known marine species.
More than 80% of the world's shallow reef are severely overfished.
Percent of the world's coral reefs are threatened by human activity.
While coral reefs are found in more than 109 countries, severe degradation of those have started to occur in 93 of them.
The biggest coral barrier in the world is located in northeast Australia, measuring
We have already lost 27% of the world's coral reef.
If we continue, 60% of coral reefs will be destroyed in the next 30 years.
People have no idea of the damage they cause to coral reef and do not realize the implication of the consequences.
Hi, I'm Paulina Pereira and I am the supervisor of the group. Woo! So I want to save coral reefs because first of all, they're essential for life in the oceans. So without them, there's no life, and without life in the oceans, there's practically everybody dies. So I want to save the ocean, so help me save the corals.
Yeah, I'm Alejandro. I'm the media manager. And the reason I want to save coral reefs is that they protect us from natural disasters like hurricanes and tsunamis.
Hi, I'm Pablo and I'm the motivator of the group, which means I bring joy and happiness. And the reason why I want to save coral reefs is that it's really beautiful and I want to take my kid there someday, and well, I may not be able to do this.
Hi, I'm Paulina. I'm the Devil's Advocate and Observer, and I want to save coral reefs because they represent a huge part of the diversity of the species of the ocean.
Coral reefs are colonies of polyps. These polyps are essential either for shelter for many marine organisms or as a food source. The corals are surrounded by an algae called
Zooxanthellae. This algae lives in symbiosis with the coral. The corals provide shelter to the algae and the algae provides food to the coral.
Due to human activities, nowadays, this algae is being destroyed. And we're now creating what we know as coral bleaching.
The algae Zooxanthellae is an organism that lives in symbiosis with the coral. It means that each of them need each other to survive. In that case, the metabolism of the algae allows it to make O2 through photosynthesis. This O2 is used for the coral, which will then use it to produce CO2. In exchange, the coral activates the CMH, which is a complex at the beginning of the glucose metabolism, and helps the algae get nutrients and any other chemicals it may need. Due to the recent changes in the environment, the algae has started to have a dysfunction in their metabolism, rejecting O3 instead of O2, which is not usable by the coral. The symbiotic process is not respected, and thus there is a problem at the CMH which makes the algae dies and the coral go white. This is called coral bleaching.
An answer to this problem has been found in Florida. But what solution do they have, Chloe?
Good question. Actually, they're taking corals that are taken up from their original places and put on this little stick in the water. They plant a lot, like colonies, and they wait for it to reconstruct in order to replace the ancient coral that died.
Our idea was inspired from Florida's experiments. So first we decided to look upon a world map. In that world map, we found the best area where the pH of the water will not affect coral. This area is the Caribbean Ocean. Also, the benefit is that the coral reef here are very shallow, so it's going to be very easily to perform our experiment.
The principle is really simple. We're thinking of taking another type of zooxanthella, which is Clyde C. That Clyde is more resistant to a lot of factors like salinity, pH, and high temperatures. The idea is to make a culture of these and then be able to create a team with scuba divers for them to go underneath the water, well, of course, but go near the corals and release our culture. The idea is what? The idea is that zooxanthella is going to look for the coral for it to survive and then create a new type of coral that is more resistant.
Truly believe this is our best idea and the best solution to help with coral bleaching, because first of all, the experiment will be taken on a small scale. If we see that later on it is effective, we'll take it on a bigger scale. But this way, economically, it will not be very big or have a great impact. So if it works, then we can take it on different other coral reefs. If it doesn't work, then it will not continue. The destruction of coral reefs affects on a massive scale the food chain that takes place in the ocean. Whatsoever, we're not only affecting that one, we're also affecting the one that takes place on land. So as Sylvia early said, no water, no life. No blue, no green.
So now, what are you gonna do?
We are the Anemone Saviors!